there, I'm Lisa Lammy. I'm a self taught artist based out of St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. And I found colored pencil while I was still working in my corporate job. At the time, I was looking for an art medium that frankly fit into my schedule. I often came home at night really tired and felt like I had little time to myself as it is, let alone sit down and devote some time to an art practice. So I did a lot of thinking and kind of came up with a list of must haves. And among them was to find an art medium that didn't have an extensive setup and tear down. And I found that in colored pencil. And as I continued to research, I found that there were a lot of colored pencil artists that were producing pet portraiture. And of course, that appealed to me. I mean, who doesn't like pets? Now, we don't have a pet of our own, but I ended up turning to friends who did have a dog or a cat and asked if they would mind if I would draw a pet portrait of them. And so I did. And I started posting a lot of the work in progress shots, time lapse shots. And much to my surprise, I started getting a lot of engagement and a lot of traction, frankly. And I started getting commissions. And that was a big deal. It wasn't anything I was looking for. This was me just doing it as a pastime. Now, fast forward several years later, and I decided that I wanted to create a course all about colored pencil because I felt like a lot of people were probably like me and really didn't know it was a thing. A lot of us have had to learn what we've had to learn by going to Google and YouTube. And I just wanted to have somewhere somebody could go and in one place find the information they need and kind of follow like a step by step method I had from getting a reference photo and getting to the finish line and producing a finished pet portrait. And so that's what these lessons are going to be comprised of. We're going to talk about supplies, of course. We're going to get into the importance of a good reference photo, creating an accurate drawing and transferring that drawing, and talking about basic strokes and mark making as it relates to colored pencil. And then I'll provide some other tips and tricks that I think will help you in the process of getting your work completed. Our project is that we are going to create a pet portrait. Now, no worries if you don't have a pet, because I am supplying a reference photo of my fur grandbaby Milo, who is a miniature Aussie. And I have got the photograph, and I even went so far as I'm giving you the actual outline that I used from a grid. Use that if you want. But if you know somebody who has a pet, um, I would encourage you to ask them, and people would probably be more than willing to share any photographs. And there is the ability to also research online, going to places like Unsplash, but just make sure it's copyright free and make sure that you credit people that have taken the photographs as well. For the purposes of this course, I will suggest that you just draw the face of the animal, or you can focus on just the eye or the fur or whatever. Do it piecemeal if you want to start, but just take it slowly and learn how the medium works rather than, commit to an entire portrait. Just do, just a snapshot of the animal. It's going to take time. This is a time